Good morning, everybody. It's me, San Martin, and Eric Knight. Eric, it looks like we're both warm and ready for some sort of crazy weather.
It is crazy, crazy weather.
Man, yesterday's weather was insanely windy. Like it took everybody's literally it took everybody's energy. I mean, it just like swept in and it was done. But anyways,
Yeah,
good
in fact,
morning,
you asked me
Michael.
yesterday where I was for the mixer. That's right, and I couldn't figure out what I was doing. I was running around fixing houses. The wind was blowing gutters off and all kinds of stuff. It was crazy.
Okay, so the cool thing about the weather, it actually brought some moisture, and that's kind of what the best part about having weather in Prescott is that we need that moisture so much. Like it's in dire need. And as you said, like a week ago or 2 weeks ago, you're like, did that bring any water? Because it seems like the Watson Lake and Willow Lake are still down, which is
Yeah,
true, man. It's way down compared to a few years back and stuff. But yeah, that was horrible, man. There was so much wind that I couldn't even like think about it as far as like what was blowing over. I went down the street, driving, and all the trash cans were blown over going down Park Avenue. It was crazy, man.
yeah,
I'm
it
gonna go
was.
ahead and
Well, and then we got hail last night.
Oh, you did?
We did, yeah. I didn't get it. I don't know that we got snow, but we had hail. Yeah, about 10 o'clock last night, it started hailing really good. I mean, it was crazy. It was windy. Then it rained. Then it hailed. But they said it was going to snow, and I don't think we got snow.
We were actually driving back from the school. Well, I was driving back from the school, and I saw a vehicle that had probably about an inch of snow on it. But I think it was more or less sleet, not snow. So
Okay.
I saw that. But anyways, it looks like it's going to be warming up here shortly for the rest of the week, and that's cool. I like that. It's going to be 66 Friday tomorrow. Today we are going to see a high of 56. It's going to clear out of here. It's going to be nice and dry, but a lot of humidity in the air. 62%, Eric.
That's that's
So if you
that's
thought,
that's a lot. It feels different out there, right? Like it feels colder. It was 36 when I went outside, and it felt colder than 36 because it's all wet.
yeah. Well, I don't know. It was kind of like eerie, not too cold like it was yesterday morning. I mean, it started getting really cold. It started getting really, really cold. Yesterday with all that wind, man. Oh, that took it. It took it out of me. I didn't even want to be around. I was like, bye. I'm out of here.
And so
But
it's what's it called? When's the next storm due through?
the next one is going to be coming next Wednesday, starting next Wednesday, and going from Wednesday to look. It looks like it's just going to stay around because we got from 14% all the way to 24%, and then to 10% from Wednesday to Wednesday
Okay,
of next week. So
we know 10% means it could do something.
yes, exactly. And I just want to let everybody know at the beginning of this show that we're embarking on our full year of just doing the morning show, and I don't even know how many shows that is, Eric. Like I
Well,
really don't even know.
we screwed up already today,
Oh yeah. We have, man. We're supposed to have a pattern here. What
right?
is
Right.
today, Eric?
All right. Today is World Book Day.
Oh, yesterday was Dr. Seuss. Today is World Book Day.
Yep, I think Dr. Seuss was a few days ago. You've lost a few days this week, but yeah, now it's World Book Day, so kind of the same kind of theme.
Yeah, I think this week is definitely themed by books. I don't know if you guys or if anybody's out there that knows, but the school systems have been using Epic Read. I don't know if you've
What's Epic Read?
Epic Read is just an online book account where you could read along with books. It reads for you, and it kind of like highlights the words as it goes by. It's something that the younger elementary school is using to also chart and see how many books are being read and how much time is being spent on there.
Okay,
So
that's cool. That's a double cool. So it's easier to read, and then it also tracks your time. Which, yeah, I get it why you want to do that for kids because I was the kid that would look at the back of the book and read the beginning couple chapters and read the end couple chapters and be like, "All right, I read it." So
yeah,
apparently, Epic Read is the solution to that.
Yeah, and I like it. But once again, it has they cut you off after a certain time. So when you say go read, she'll be like, I can't get on. They cut
Interesting.
me off, and then you have to purchase it for $10 a month or something like that to get in
Okay.
there. So, anyways, I think it's a good
Haley's saying
show.
Epic Read is awesome. So I didn't even know Haley knew what Epic Read was. So apparently it's a big deal.
See, this is the reason why people like her are around to go ahead and give us insight. So let's talk about the business mixer last night, Eric.
All
It
right.
was
And again, I apologize for not making it. I will make the rest of them. Yeah, that's my goal for the year.
it's all right. It's all right. No worries. It's not a big deal. There's obviously going to be another one. The
Next
next one
time
is going
you have to stop the wind, though. That was my biggest challenge yesterday.
yeah, it was insane. By the time it was later on in the night, it just seemed like it calmed down a lot. But then it was raining all night long. So,
So
anyways,
anyway, all right. That's the
our
business
next
mixer.
one, our next one will be at the local in Prescott. They're going to open up after hours in order for us to go ahead and mingle ourselves. They actually have a full bar in there, so we can still have drinks and some food there. Last night we didn't get any food, but there was food there. I don't know how that worked. They're revamping that whole place, Eric. They're switching it up, man. They're turning it into a venue slash wedding retreat, and also a Mexican restaurant, Spanish
Okay, so as long as they don't get
cuisine.
rid of the Mexican restaurant, because I'd be sad about that.
Yeah, good morning, Tracy. Hello, Haley. Okay, so I'm going to do a shout out for the businesses that came yesterday. So I really
Yeah.
appreciate everybody that showed up, and thank you everybody that actually told your spouses about it. And as everybody knows, we actually have a bigger women following, and so because of you women watching these shows and telling your husbands, we ended up having a few more businesses that showed up. So the first one I would like to go ahead and talk about is Kelani. She actually is a trainer, a personal trainer, and she's a bipedal, what do you call it, instructor. Thank you. And so, anyway, she was there last night with her husband, or maybe her significant partner. His name is Garrett Bankhauser. I think Ceci's going to be on our show this morning.
All right.
Goliath,
Hey, so it's about time.
it's about time. Goliath Creations was involved yesterday. They are a local business that actually do website designs and stuff. Oh Babe. Okay, so Oh Babe is a big deal because, as everybody knows, what's that one place that was at the mall that closed down? Victoria's Secret's closed down, guys, and so this is the new spot to go ahead and get your lingerie needs over here at Ooh Babe, and that's downtown Prescott. And John Haas was there with us, Eric, and he's the one that was the one that was a part of
He was on
the
our show
whole
2 weeks ago. Yeah.
the technical scenario. So the Center for the Future, he was there last night as well, and he showed up, and it was awesome. And obviously, he does also work for the Ember Riddle. That's his day job, he called it. And so we also had Randall Duncan. He was also wanting to go ahead and do insurance for the people. This one is more of a healthcare scenario. And then we also had Desert Rose, Ceci, and her girls that were there. And obviously Will, and the new scenario that's going on over there, man. It was amazing to go ahead and be a part of this. So thank you guys for showing up. I think there was a couple more that I totally misplaced, but it's all good. It was
Well,
amazing.
I was just thinking about it. Like, I haven't ordered business cards in quite some time, and so are people still giving out business cards?
Yes, and I actually was telling everybody about this new technology that's out there, and I want to go ahead and incorporate it. This came out a long time ago. It's called "Hello, my name is Blue." In the middle of this, it's an NFC chip, and
Mhm.
so it's programmed to go to a landing page, where basically the landing page will send you off and enable you to go ahead and download contact information, go to any place that has your information. So if you were to tap this, I have a landing page, but you can make it go to anything that you want it to go to. So these are the new innovative ways to go ahead and stop cutting down the trees. But yeah, people still utilize these fancy old cards, man.
That's good.
Business cards.
I just cleaned out my car and I stacks of them. I'm just like, okay, do people still use business cards?
Yeah, unfortunately they do, man. I literally get so many business cards. Uh, anyways, I got to get a hold of them, and I think that's the reason why I hold them is because then I could go ahead and have a good amount of people that I could go ahead and it reminds me to message them. But
So,
yeah,
hey, I
no,
got a
there's
quick
a
question because I mean we're talking small business, right, and local business. So we've got a lot of people coming to the area, right?
yes.
And so when a new business comes to the area and they have trucks or business cards and they've got an out of area phone number, does that make you call them any less? How do you feel about that?
Well, first of all, we already know that phone numbers are just kind of like whatever it is. I mean, we put the name in the phone under their name, so we never get to see the numbers. I just think it's a number thing, but at the same time, it also acknowledges that they're not from here. So it could be a deterrent, but at the same time, character is number one. So if somebody is saying that they don't want to use your business because of a phone number, I guess your character didn't overpower the phone number.
Well, I'm just thinking like when when people go on vacation, because we have a lot of people come up here for vacation, and if they've got an out of area phone number on their car, my instant thought is, oh, well, they're not from this area, so they don't service this area.
Yeah, exactly. And so I mean, you're gonna have to like bring yourself to the idea of maybe a local number is workable. But as everybody knows, a lot of the local numbers have been bought or taken from spammers. So that's a other crappy part.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, the Contreras, Tomas and Tracy, and the crew from TC Carpet Care did not show up, but it was all right, my friends. We had we wanted you guys there.
Yeah,
And
and
I fought to get mine.
he's saying they're saying they fought for their local number. Yeah, those are tough numbers to get. And I still have my 602 number, but back when I was assigned that number, the whole state was 602. Do you remember that? Like I had
Yeah.
an early cell phone from like the 1990s, and the entire state was 602, and I'm refusing to give it up at that point.
Okay, so check this one out. So back in the days, the guys would be like tattooing their area code on them,
Oh
and
no!
Prescott was at I think Prescott was 520. Remember the
So
520 one?
it was 602 once for everybody. The whole state was 602. Then it went 520, and then 520 went to Tucson.
Yeah, and so anyways, the guys that got their tattoo 520 ended up saying what 928. Oh man, that was really really funny. As far as like them having to deal with that, but you know what? It still stayed in Arizona, so they were Arizona made. That's the funniest thing that I've ever have seen. People getting tattoos that doesn't.
Well, and that's
Like,
what's
it doesn't follow them in the future.
the way they broke out the numbers. We haven't had a new area code allocation in quite some time, right? But like 928 is here, and you know where Sierra Vista is, right?
I think so.
Way down south. They're 928 too.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. Yeah, that's
Lake
right.
Havasu, 928, Kingman 928. So it's just confusing the way they broke it out.
Yeah, and who knows why they did that? I guess it was just
we voted for it. Yeah. So do you remember that when that came out? They said, okay, we have to add new area codes. Vote how you want it to be done. Do you want it to be broken out by region, or do you want it to be broken out by new lines? So like all the new lines would have been. And Arizona voted and said they wanted it broken out by region.
That's insane, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, before you guys start tattooing yourself, make sure it's not on the legislation.
And also, the way things change, don't put Facebook on your arm.
yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. Whatever you do. I feel like tattoos kind of like make you who you are, and that be one of those that's one of those things where you're just like, what just happened? So, anyways.
Yep.
With that being said, it was all good. But anyways, yesterday was amazing. It was a fun full packed day. We had a meeting with Yavapai College, and that went really, really, really well. And it was kind of funny because we started talking about who and what the Prescott Times is and how it evolved up into what it is now, and the interaction that we have with the community and everybody that is watching the show, sharing the post, engaging into all the comments, and engaging into some of the things that actually represent our small town. It's amazing to see how far it's come in just over a year, a little bit over a year.
In a rough year, right? Are you seeing an increase? It seems like more and more people are getting ready to do these events, which is good.
Yes, it's people are wanting to get out and do their thing. We are going to be starting a dinner comedy show night over at Los Pinos. I think we ended up landing our first gig, and they messaged. It was kind of funny. I felt like all the comedians' ears were ringing or something, and all of a sudden they messaged saying, "Hey, I got this crazy gig that wants to come out." And so we are wanting to come up and do this show.
So is
And
it a comedy show?
yeah, it was amazing. Let me see if
do you remember we had Stewart and a comedy guest on early, I guess it was almost a year ago already now. Can you believe that? They still want to come up and do a show.
Yeah, and I feel like we can do that. I mean, it just seems like I just feel like everybody is 100% ready to just move forward, Okay, so May 14th is this guy's day. I think we're going to do one way before then. Yeah, we're going to probably do one way before then.
Is it going to be where's it going to be at?
We're going to do it at Los Pinos. I feel like that's going to be the spot because they have a stage. They have it all set up where we could have an actual food being delivered and served to us. We gotta make it so it's an actual night out for people. We want to make it so it's once again something for something to do. I mean, and everybody's wanting to do things, man. I feel it in everybody's soul. Everybody's chatter right now is talking about, do we open up? Do we not open up? And some people are like, just wait, a few days more to see what happens for the other states. But I feel like we're already opened up, Eric. I mean, if you go into,
I don't think we closed down like some of these other places. I was reading that like New York and New Jersey had travel restrictions still and things like that between states, and we didn't have any of that.
No, yeah, we did not have any of that. Everybody was traveling from Phoenix and California. We had a huge influx of people just coming and hanging out, and obviously looking for a place to live. They were getting ready to jump ship from their communities, man. They're just like, I'm done with this. I need something new. So Prescott and all of Arizona and Colorado, they're all moving. Oh my gosh, man.
Yeah.
I don't even know where that came from.
That's the thing. Hey, I'm excited to go down by the creek and the bridge and everything. Have they started construction there yet? I thought it was supposed to happen pretty quick.
That's a great question. I'll end up going back over there and seeing what's going on over there.
Good. And then
I'm gonna see what's gonna be starting over there.
Okay.
I feel like there's so much stuff that's gonna be popping up here in Prescott that you guys better be ready for it. Like today, we're gonna be doing an interview later on this afternoon with Summit Club, and it's an actual hike club out of Phoenix, and they're trying to raise money for the actual veterans. And the reason why they're doing this is because suicide is a big thing for veterans, and we lose 22 veterans from suicide every day. So they want to bring a little bit of recognition towards this. So basically, the challenge is 22 donors for $22. They're going to be hiking 22 hiking miles in 30 days. And they want to raise that money. So I feel like we could actually raise it in one day, man, if we really, really put ourselves up to it.
Does it say where they're hiking to, or what's the hiking plan?
They actually have a hiking club. So the hiking club, currently they're getting ready for a big hike to, if I'm not mistaken, to the Grand Canyon. So until that hike shows up, they're going to be doing prep hiking. So they're going
Okay.
to be hiking some of the mountains around the area just to prep themselves for the big hike. But that's what they're going to be doing, and also raising money. And the Summit Club is more than just helping out the veterans. They actually do it for a lot of other people. So they raise money and they give it to certain organizations or things that they want to give to for that month or whatever. So I felt like it was a really awesome club. And I was talking about it to the honeybees children hiking. I was like, dude, you should do one for the grown-ups. And then all of a sudden, this guy shows up, and I'm like, man, they do it for the grown-ups. So it's kind of
Nice.
cool to go ahead and be a part of it. And it was actually one of Ceci's clients that brought it up to her attention. And so, as Ceci says, talk to Martin. He will be able to go ahead and get you on, the morning show or get an interview, so we could go ahead and try to raise awareness, if anything, about these suicidal deaths. And I mean, don't get me wrong. I feel like there's a lot more people than just veterans that are committing these heinous things as far as suicide. But at the same time, we want to help to bring awareness. So later on today, we are going to be interviewing them. So hopefully we could go ahead and get everybody to watch that. I think it's at 3:00, 3:30, 4:00, or
Nice.
something like that.
Well, and San Martin, it'd be great. Like as spring hits, is if we can go out. I'm up for it. I don't know if you are. Go out and do some filming on some of these cool trails and places we have. Like doing like the memorial just reopened for the firefighters out in Yarnell, and that's a hike right back in there. But doing stuff like that, going up to Thumb Butte, doing the P-Line Trail. I mean, there's a lot of exploring that can be done this spring.
I am 100% down, Eric. You just go ahead and set it up. Hopefully, it doesn't interfere with anything that we already have booked. We were sitting there trying to book out the summer, and I tell you what, man, I'm just like, okay, did we miss anything? And as I'm starting to get into springtime and summertime, I'm starting to add shows. So hopefully we can hopefully we can go ahead and book something. But we are going to take some amazing days off for holidays and birthdays and stuff like that. So I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid to do all this stuff. Let's just get
Nice. There seems like there's a lot going on, right? Yeah.
Yeah, and I can't believe I'm yawning still. Maybe too much. Too much.
The weather's too nice and it's too cloudy. You're too tired.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what it is. Live plan. Oh, that's what it is. Anyways, they ended up giving us some cool little apps that will help, monitor the business and where it's been. I don't know, Eric. I went back probably about 6 or 7 months, and we had written up a business plan, and the business plan, it was like, the goals that were set into that business plan is just kind of coming to light, and I'm just like, this is amazing. So we couldn't do it without anybody watching or sharing the post. So thank you, everybody that's out there. It's amazing to go ahead and be a part of something like that. I just got the email in from one of the ladies that are doing these things for the Outside College, and it's basically remake a small business, remodel a small business plan or something like that. So I'm really excited to see if we actually make it, man. And it came down from 20 businesses that actually went in, and then we're down to the top 5. So I feel like we're going to be in the top 2, and then there's going to be a battle between the two small businesses that would and could be a actual success story. And I really feel like we're a success story. We're going to do it no matter what. But to go ahead and have a few individuals
To have their partnership, that's great. That's an amazing thing, right? Yeah.
Yeah. And I think we're actually, and no matter what, I think we're still going to end up being partners with them by the way that she was saying. And the best part about it, Eric, I got on and she goes, "Oh, I know who you are."
Nice.
She goes, I see you all the time. Like, you're the guy that does the morning show. And also you're on all the groups, and you're everywhere online. And I said, "Yes, that's me." So it was really funny to get online. And she goes, "Oh, I know who you are." And so I felt
And all
really,
you need now is a green screen.
yeah. Now we only need a green screen. But I think we need to go down and I need to go down and get a nice freaking webcam, because these webcams suck.
Well, it's funny. A year ago, you couldn't find a webcam to save your life. I was at Best Buy the other day, and they have them in overflow area now. Things
That's
change in a
funny.
year, right? Do you have TP? Because remember, I was actually reading one of Annie's posts from a year ago, talking about how there was, TP shortages and there was no known cases in Arizona, and just like reading all this stuff, and I'm just like, wow, what a difference a year makes, huh?
Well, it's insane to talk about it because we were sitting here thinking, this is not what I was thinking this was going to be. At the first time we were doing a 14 days, wasn't it for 2 weeks, right? 2 or 3 weeks that we had to sit like quarantine. Everybody needed a quarantine. I mean, I didn't quarantine. I still had to go to the store. I still had to go and get stuff for the construction. And at that point in time, it seemed like everybody was doing the honeydews and keeping, busy at their own home. They're like, well, shoot, if I have to stay home, I might as well make everything out of it. So I felt like there's so many people going to the stores, man. It
That's
wasn't
why
like
we did the
anything
morning
was slowed
show,
down.
because everybody was sitting at home. Remember?
Yeah, that's right. Everybody was sitting. Well, most people were sitting at home, except everybody that was told to go to the store and do the honeydews.
Uh-huh.
So us men went out there and we survived, Eric. We survived. I don't even know. Have you gotten COVID yet? I mean, I know that you're really careful, but have you guys gotten sick? I mean, it seems like
It's one of those things where we don't know how early it was here. I mean, we had some family that was sick really early on.
Eric.
Seems like it.
Well, what's the lady from Yavapai County Health Department? She stated that this was here prior to January.
Yeah.
It was as early as November. She actually said it on that Zoom. So I was like, oh, there she is. She finally confirmed it. She confirmed that it was here, and we were going through it. People just didn't know what was going on, but they were surviving.
We couldn't test for it, and so if you can't get a positive test, you don't have it. And so, I mean, I don't think they started really testing for it until like May, right?
Yeah, I think that's when it was actually up there. I don't know if you also remember then they were doing those little what do you call it, those antibody tests.
Yes.
So Dr. Bloom, she actually came in and she had bought a whole bunch, like 4,000 of these. Oh
wow!
These things, but then in the first month or whatever, they had a recall, and so she wasn't able to get that money back. And the recall was because they weren't active. They weren't good.
Accurate. Wow.
Yeah, they weren't accurate. So
why wasn't she able to get her money back?
It's non-refundable, man. It was a bad thing.
That does sound like a bad thing. That's too bad.
Yeah. Good morning, sister. My sister's watching. What's up?
Nice. Well, hey, wow. I was about to say it's time for the next news topic, but man, it's 9:15 already.
Man, I tell you what, I feel like I'm a little bit like too much energy left yesterday. So I'm just like, I got more things to do today. So I got so many business meetings, and I feel like you guys need to keep up with San Martin on the PrescottTimes.com, because ultimately that's where you get all the information and anything that is going on in this Prescott area and abroad. 863 is what we represent. Yavapai County is all in our realm. And if you guys are still watching, we got a special rollout coming out with one of Camp Verde's very own fighters that's going to be fighting in the UFC. And guess who has the freaking beeline on it? Yes, sir. The Prescott Times. So it's kind of like our debut into supporting the sports in the area. And I want to be a part of the marketing team for the Knuckles gym down there in Camp Verde. But it's going to be big, man. So if you guys are wanting to watch that or see that, just make sure you stay tuned, because you guys are going to want to know who this guy is. He's debuting in the UFC, and so this is huge if he wins, because then he could bring back the win for Camp Verde, and then we can start representing. There's a couple of us out here as far as like UFC fighters and stuff. So it's pretty cool to go ahead.
I knew you were for a while last year before everything kind of shut down. You were doing the stuff at the Little Dealer, Little Prices. Is that going to come back?
Yeah, we're just waiting for the state to open up. Governor Ducey is supposed to come on sometime soon. Hopefully he does, but as of right now, we need him to open it up. They said mayors. I feel like the mayors need to give pressure to the county people. And then I don't know. I just think that they need to pressure them and say, let's open up, but who knows? Anyways, with that being said, guys, this is the way that you go ahead and do it. You go to the Prescott Times, see all the stuff that's going on there, share it on your social links, and then help us out by giving us all the love and engagements. And I appreciate that so very much. And thank you guys so much for joining us. Yeah, peace, love, and happiness. Let it not be war. And remember, love always wins. I'll see you guys here tomorrow. Bye.